Hello, everybody. I am Paula Ludwig with the Atlantic Institute, and we are going to do Zentangle today with Annie. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about the Atlantic Institute. We are a nonprofit organization who promotes dialogue between different cultures, faiths, religion, meeting your next door neighbor, and having positive dialogue. With that being said, I'm going to show you a little bit of video. It's only a 2-minute video, and it really explains what we do total. So let me share my screen. Oh, wrong button. Oh, sorry about that. Thought I had it set up. Just a second. There we go.
The Atlantic Institute is a nonprofit organization dedicated to promoting harmonious coexistence between peoples of various cultures, faiths, and backgrounds. We seek this goal through peaceful dialogue, education initiatives, and community organization. Our dialogue events bring together experts, community and faith leaders, and knowledge seekers to address social issues that affect us all. We feel dialogue is the most important element in peaceful coexistence, so we try and maintain several panel discussions, TED Talk events, and book clubs throughout the year. These events touch on social issues, race relations, and cultural understanding and are a mainstay of our programming. The Atlantic Institute's education events are extremely important to our mission of understanding. We want to promote socially forward critical thinking to students of all ages. To that end, we have developed programs that seek to grow the creative spirit of students and help them think about their communities and the world around them. Our Future Leaders of Dialogue event brings together nominated elite students to learn from each other as well as political and business leaders. Our art and essay contest gives students a theme about important societal issues and allows them to create wonderful works of art and writing while steering their minds towards improving their world. We are always seeking ways to educate youths and adults in order to make a peaceful world for all of us. Our community events are designed to transform neighbors into friends and groups of people into a community. By associating with other nonprofits or by our own initiative, we are always trying to discover new avenues to improve our neighborhoods, places of worship, and community centers. We host cooking demonstrations of food from other cultures, work with various nonprofits to help elevate the work of others, and try to find a way to make the lives of those who are disenfranchised or marginalized better. Building a more peaceful world starts in our backyards, so we are dedicated to improving our communities and associations. The Atlantic Institute is always seeking like-minded volunteers and collaborators. If you would like to learn more, find volunteer opportunities, or just want to chat with our staff, please visit our website at www.atlanticinstitutesc.org or follow us on Facebook. We will never run out of fun, educational, peaceful events, so come join us to help make this world a better place full of understanding and unity.
All right. Stop share. All right. So those of you who just joined, because we had a few more while we were watching our video, if you would put where you're from in the chat, that would be great. If you want to just send it to me individually, that is all right too. With that being said, I will let you know we are hiring more planners. So if you are right now, we're just doing it in the United States. Eventually, we are going to do it globally. But right now, we are looking for people in the Mountain Time Zone and the Pacific Time Zone. So if you're interested, you can message me personally, send me an email address, and I can send you more information on that. Or if you know somebody who might have them get in contact with us. My email address is out on our website, Atlantic Institute, South Carolina. And with that, I am going to turn this over to our instructor for the day, Annie, and everybody have a great time.
Hello everyone. and thank for the opportunity given for me to take a class in Zentangle. So I'm an artist and a certified Zentangle teacher based in India, and our coordinator again the D. She's from Canada, and today's session will be handled by myself regarding the Zentangle classes. Zentangle artwork are a very beautiful art. It is a creative method, and it is a very beautiful mind art therapy. So today we will see about that particular subject, and let's start. So I'll show you a few pieces of Zentangle artworks. So these all are some of the samples of Zentangle artwork. You may think, what is the difference between the doodle and the Zentangle? Doodle, it is a scribbling or the patterns, but Zentangle, it's a structural doodle. It is called as a structural doodle. So it was being identified by Rick and Maria during the year of 2000. So those are being US based citizens, and these people are the owners, and they have started doing this artwork for giving the meditation, and most probably it's a mind art therapy. I'll show you a few pieces of Zentangle inspired artwork. We may also do some colors, and it can also be in black and white. So following few methods of Zentangle, and if I make some colors and patterns in it, it is called as Zentangle inspired art. So today's session is about Zentangle inspired art, where we are just going to follow the Zentangle procedures, but we are going to make some inventions also. So I'll show you a few. It's a very small piece of paper, but it will take a lot of your time, maybe 1 hour time to complete the picture. And you will feel very relaxed when you do these kind of artworks. Shadings also will be done at the end with the normal pencils. So I'll be showing you a few types of Zentangle. So this is again a coffee strain in that, and different shapes is also there, not only in circle or square, but also in different kind of shapes and colors. We will do Zentangle inspired art. So this is all about Zentangle inspired art and about Zentangle. So let's move on to today's class. Before going into the session, let me say the material requirement for the class. So if you have a piece of paper, either the Zentangle square tile or any 3.5-inch square paper or any size of paper, whatever the size, I mean like paper you have, you can take that. There is no restriction that only with this we can do or only with that we can do. Whatever you have, we can use that. And a black pen, O5, and we will be using the pencil at the last. And for shading, either blending stump or tortillons. So only these are all the materials which is required. You can do this artwork whenever you are free. A very beautiful mind relaxing method. So let's start. So everybody, hope you are ready with the piece of paper. So first, always in Zentangle, before starting the class, we have to relax ourselves. So for a minute, can you all close your eyes? I'll just do a small, very small breathing exercise and a meditation therapy. So close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Slowly breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now little fast. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Think a bright yellow color. Think a very bright yellow color. Let the bright yellow color pass your whole body from head to toe through the bloods and the nerves. Feel more positive, feel more energetic, forget about everything, relax yourself, relax yourself. Slowly open your eyes. We'll start. Okay, so for today's class, as informed, a small piece of paper is sufficient for you. So after that, let us make first the border. So we are going to make the border and the string. So we are going to follow very little of Zentangle procedures, but today class is about Zentangle inspired art. So first, let us make 4 dots in the corners. Always you can rotate the paper. For that, it's been selected as a very small paper. So you can just rotate the paper and just make 4 dots in the corners. And use your pencil without any scale or rulers. Just make one line. Again, rotate it to the other direction. Step number 2. Again, rotate it. Now you can close the. So border is ready. So first step, every time we should feel gratitude and we should thank God for the opportunity given. Step 2, border. Step 2 is corner dots. Step 3 is border. So 3 procedure is over in Zentangle. Now it's 4th procedure. So whenever we do the artwork, we will make the grid. We will make the grid and we will do. In Zentangle, we will call that as strings. So we are going to make the string, that is step number 4. So for today's session, I'll just going to select a very small, very easy pattern. Can you see? Make one small curve, very small curve here. And at the down, another one. Don't think that you have to make it more symmetrical, very perfect. No, nothing else. Whatever you're doing is great and good. So our string is ready. So with this, we are going to fill the pattern inside. So I'll show you a few patterns. We will be calling it as tangles in Zentangle. So I'll show you a few. So every pattern has its name. So every pattern will be having the name. So there are n number of patterns, more than 400 patterns are there in Zentangle. So we will be using these kind of patterns and we will be filling it in the selected strings. I'll be showing you very few. Hope you can get some information related to Zentangle. Many have known, but who don't know about Zentangle can get really they can get some information regarding Zentangle. What is Zentangle and what is the procedure of Zentangle? So these are some of very few and very commonly used tangles. Now, these all works we have did with the pencil. Now we are going to use the pen. So you can take O5 will be good. If you, it's not matter like every time you need all the specified items. No, not like that in Zentangle. Whatever you have, you can do with that. So first tangle, what I'm going to show you in today's class is manning. I'm just going to show you here. So first step number 1, I'm just going to make a very small spring over here. If you want, I will type the name also in the chat box. The first pattern is Manning. Okay, I have. Okay, so let's start doing the Manning pattern. So this is the place where I have closed the spring. So from down, I should go up little and I'm just going to make a small petal. Again, leaving little space, going up in the same direction, making another petal. This way, reduce the size and try to close it. It's very simple only. Rotate the paper as per your hand's comfort every time, so it will be very easy for you to complete one single pattern. As I have informed, doodle, it is a structural doodle. Zentangle is a structural doodle. Now I'm just going to close this. One more layer. I'm moving. Another layer. So layer by layer, you can complete it. So if you ask me, like, either you can do one layer or two layers, no, there is no restrictions on the layer. Only the pattern has the name called as Manning. So one is over. I'm starting the next. So we can make few more Manning pattern. So I'm trying to create another one. But we have an obstacle over here. So we should not think this obstacle, but we have to finish this. And we have a border. We should not cross the border as well. We should not touch the previous pattern, what we have did. But we have to create few more, thinking that it is behind and behind and behind. And we should not disturb the previous pattern and work on. Start doing the next. So do not disturb the border, as well don't disturb the previous pattern what we have did, thinking that it's behind and behind. Let's create the second layer of petal without disturbing the border, as well without disturbing the existing pattern. So two layers are over. Let's start creating the one more alone. So create another one. Again, without disturbing the existing. We have to complete step by step. Step by step, you have to move on. That's all. Two layers is over in the both the sides. So three Manning pattern I have completed. So now I'm just going to start the next pattern. The pattern name I will type in the chat box. The name of the pattern is Mambo. So the pattern name is Mambo. I'm going to create a Mambo pattern in this area, which is being left out. Mambo is very simple. Everyone know how to draw yes. So you have to write the letter yes, but at the end we have to make little turns and twist this way. Letter yes. Make the aura for the entire yes shape. Now let's start making connections between the in-betweens. So here you have to make the connection this way. You can rotate the paper as per the hand's comfort every time and just start connecting. So first connection is over. Let's start the second connection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this will be the second connection. We'll start doing in the other direction the same mambo pattern. So you know how to create the mambo. First you have to write letter yes and you have to make little dents for that. So one side can be little smaller, other side can be little longer. So there is no perfect shape. So you can make it and fill it in the places where all we can fill it out. So please create the same, like how am I doing it? Once you finish making the S pattern, it is just the connection between one another. So in the all in betweens, you can just connect it. Rotate the paper and start filling it with other direction. As similar to that of doodle, as similar to that of mandalas, these all repetition practices will give you more relaxing and it will be stress free for you. And again, create making the same mambo pattern wherever we have space. think that one is behind and one is above. This way, try to close. Try to create the same in every in-betweens. We have completed almost in many places. Still, we have some spacing in between. So you can continue to fill the same pattern. So it's just the line springs. So you can just come out and complete that spring. So we know, can you see, come out from that place and just fill it everywhere. So you can check the direction accordingly and you can fill it out. Rotate the paper always as per your hand's comfort. Make the curves. And fill in the remaining direction. Follow any one direction. Suppose this is out here, you have a space. You can just follow the same curve direction. And you can fill it everywhere the same. So almost one half is over. We have to complete making other patterns in remaining sides. And we have to do the shading also. Once the shading is done, then only the entire picture will be completed. I hope you remember when you register, you would have seen this picture in the registration link. So we will do these patterns also. So this pattern is called as Diva dance, DIVA dance. So I'll write the spelling also. Now we are going to use that pattern and we are going to complete it. So Diva dance is a very beautiful pattern, but you need a lot of patience to complete that small pattern. For that, first we have to make a very small spring. Should be very small spring. After that, we are just making some undulations, so ups and downs. So it is just up and down. First, the curve is very smooth and uniform. After that, the path is the spring path, but we are making little up and down, ups and downs. Now we will make a very small curve. Curve number 1, curve number 2, and curve number 3. So I have made 3 curves to compensate that undulations. Now we can dark shade this place. So 3 places I have dark shaded. You can use the same normal pen, whatever the pen you have, you can use it. And now we'll make one aura here. We will just follow the same shape what we have made. So one I have did. It seems to be a little complicated, but it's a very beautiful and a very simple pattern. Now we have completed till here. So the second layer is over. Now let's fill again the undulations. So we can fill it here, this place, and one more you can fill it over here. And again, you can dark shade that. It's all about giving little dents, and the pattern will at last will be seems to be a very beautiful a rose petal, like from the top view. If you see the rose flower, it will be like that. It is very simple. Just the spring first, and making and filling the undulations. Again the same aura, and again in the remaining places you can just fill it up. Not flipping up. Are you not getting the same pattern? If you want, I'll do and show it once again for you. See, the pattern name is Diva Dance. Very simple and a very beautiful pattern. So those who cannot able to do, I will repeat. It's very simple. See, first start making the spring. Can you see? Till here. After that, now till here it is a very regular curve. Now the curve is going to be up and down, up and down, up and down. All right. Now we will make little dents. Can you see where all we have undulations? Let us make some bulb like a structure. Then we will just dark shade that. I hope now you can understand well, right? Now, we'll just make the aura in the same path. We'll just travel in the same path once again. Now, we know that we have created over here, right? We should not create it very immediate in a parallel direction. Let us create little away. And then dark shade the remaining places. This way, let us complete everywhere. Can you see? Again, one more layer. After completing another layer, again, fillings in other directions. Can you see? To complete till the entire place. I hope you have understood. Am I right? I hope, right? So shall we move on? So the same, we are going to fill it out in the remaining sides also. So same way, make the auras. Slowly, do slowly and make it more perfect. Now, once you complete one layer, see starting point and the ending point is same. Now start making little thickness. So can you see? And then dark shade this. Again, we will make the auras but again the condition is same. Don't cross the border. Without crossing the border, let us work on and we will make it out. Again, give little dents, make some bulb like a structure and give little dents. After that, same procedure, one more layer. Again, fillings. Yes. Again, fillings. So this way, complete this entire curve. So this way we have to complete that entire curve. And then we have to create, we have another small space over here. We will do another pattern here, and then we will move to the next side. So in the middle, we'll just divide this into two divisions. I'm just trying to create a very small square here. So as of now, what all I have made, it's all about Zentangle pattern. So, but I said there is a difference between the Zentangle and the Zentangle inspired art. So the pattern what I am going to do right now, it's not, there is no name for this in Zentangle, but I am going to use this pattern. If you ask me, is it allowed in Zentangle without the tangle name? If you do, yes, we can also do without the tangle name. That is Zentangle inspired art. So now a plus symbol and a cross symbol. A plus symbol and a cross symbol. Now in between, petal number 1, petal number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've created like a petals from the corners to the center. From the corners to the center, either in the clock direction or in the anti-clock direction. Now, again, petal number 2 and 3, and shading the remaining areas dark. So in between these two, we have to make another 2 petals and dark shade this place. Again, 2 petals and dark shade this place. Another 2 petals and dark shading the remaining places. So this, like the same formation, will close this curves. So one entire box is being filled up with n number of petals in different directions. Like this. So Zentangle inspired art is using some of the patterns which is not there even in Zentangle, but following the Zentangle instructions and using a Zentangle tile paper. Now we have this much space over here. Let us repeat 1 or 2. Depend on the spacing, it may vary. Each person's paper will be different because everybody are doing in freestyle and nobody are working with the scalings. And we don't use any rulers or scale also. So everybody is very different. Now the same method, first clock or the anti-clock direction, first petal, and in the remaining areas you can make another petal and dark shade the remaining area. So 1, 2, 3, and 3 numbers of different patterns we have used in this method. Now we know with the direction of the closing line pattern. So we will just follow the same and we will close the remaining areas this way. At the top, there is one more curve. So let's fill that also with a different pattern. So now I'm just going to do another pattern. I'll just post the pattern name in the comment section. It is spoolish. So the pattern name is spoolish. So I'm just going to show you how we are going to do the pattern spoolish, and we will be finishing this Zentangle square paper. So it is just a very small curve. At the ending, you have to make the drop shape. At the ending, you have to make the drop shape. I'll show in a separate paper also so that you can understand more good. So it's a curve ended with a small drop. Again, how the pattern is going to be ended, no? So from the end, it has to move on, but at the middle, it has to come and connect. So this is the pattern what we are going to do. It is spoolish. The pattern name is spoolish. So this pattern we are going to do at this place. So aura number 1 and 2 and 3. So for each pattern, we will be doing this 3 curves at the ending. So we will be making from in different directions. So it's just the filling shape. So the same pattern we are going to follow, and we are just going to fill it out. Now then you can do little small also so that you can do many. If you make it little bigger, you can complete it within 2-3 patterns, you can complete it off. We also can create it in different directions and close this. So without disturbing the existing shape and pattern, we will just make here and there, and we will finish. And after completing also, you'll be having space. Think that it is going to be another direction, and thinking that it is at the back side, and complete it everywhere. So the patterns or the tangle is being filled up in all the strings. And now then we can just close the border with the same pen what we have used. So if you learn Zentangle, it's a kind of this patterns, not only these patterns, many patterns are there. We can fill it up, the patterns in wherever places we need to fill it up. And using the same regular pencil, shading is the final next step. So we will just do the shading. So we know where all we made the path, right? So this curve, I'm just putting little graphite at this place, and in all the starting, so we know which is the starting curve, right? So in all the starting curves, I'm putting the graphite little. Similarly, we will also do the outer of Manning here. So we'll put little outer in the Manning pattern, outside the Manning. And in the spring we will put it. little graphite. And at the outer of Diva dance pattern, we know we made a curve here. We'll put there also little graphite. Also in the mambo. Also in the mambo pattern. So at the middle alone, exactly in the starting place, you know where you have started, right? So exactly in the yes endings. So the ending place of the yes. There all we will put little graphite using normal HB pencils or normal pencils. Any pencil is fine. And that is whatever materials you have, with that you can do this Zentangle, and you can spend more than an hour and you can get relaxed. Now the blending. So we have to do the blending with the blending stumps or with the tortillons or with tissue papers or with earbuds. Anything is fine. If you don't have anything, don't feel, just use your fingers and blend it out. That's all. So now then we will just start doing the blending. At the outer, I'm blending little. And we are going to complete within a minute, that's all. So I will just complete the shading. And if you, everyone show me your paper after the completion of the work, I'll be very happy. And I'll just put the graphite here and just blend it outside. So for the yes curve, you can blend it inside. And for the remaining, you can blend it outside. So you need a lot of patience to do blending also. It's again a mind art therapy. As a Zentangle certified teacher, I will also, it's a chance for me to thank the people who have identified this artwork. It's Maria and Rick. And then the last step is making your initials. So you have to just sign at the end. And you can also write at the back side, you can also write the tutor name. You can also write about the date and the patterns, whatever you have learned. So with this note, I hope I can just end the session. And I'll be very happy if you all show your papers, if you complete and do along with me.
Annie, do you want me to remove the spotlight now so they can show their papers?
Okay, I will remove.
I got it.
Okay.
And if you put up your
Everybody, can you turn on and show your work?
There
I'll
we
be
go.
very happy. Beautiful. Very beautiful.
Oh, wow. Those are awesome.
I'm not seeing anything on the screen except you talking.
You have to change your view. My view option was up in the right-hand corner, and you can change what you're viewing. I put mine on gallery view, so I'm seeing all of yours at the same time. It just depends on what you're using. Did you find it? Wow.
I hope you enjoy the session. I'm not sure whether you have enjoyed or it is boring, but I hope I did I did the justice of my work for my work.
They're loving it. So everybody back up in the chat. D Monk put in here how you can see other of Annie's classes that she has posted out on Eventbrite. There's a link there. So if you want to do more with Annie, there's there. Also, the Atlantic Institute, we have, I think it said 20 programs I have listed. And we had added some programming planners already. So in the month of September, I have 8 programs already set. One will be a culture, or well, no, this is the culture creation for September. The other one is cuisine of different cultures. We have a book club going on. We have a life skills for teens class. We have a blessing of the pets. We have gardening, community gardening thing, and we also have something on AI, artificial intelligence, and the new releases that have come out about that lately. So if you are interested in any of those, please sign up. And I want to thank everybody. Annie, thank you very much. This was awesome. They made some beautiful things.
Thank you.
And we're here if you have any questions. We'll be here for another about 5 minutes. Any questions, anybody?
Yes.
Go
I don't
ahead.
know if you can hear me. Is Annie doing like, I don't know, I asked where the info is through the chat thingy because I didn't see it.
It's in the chat, but Dee, will you please put it in the chat again so everybody can see it?
Yes, here is Anna's class collection on Eventbrite. I just put the link here on the chat. Does everybody see it?
If you could put it in again, that way they don't have to scroll up, that would be
Yeah,
great.
sure. Oh, sorry, I saw that I actually by accident direct to Dottie. Let me send it to everyone. That's why it's not showing to everyone. Let me correct this. Send to everyone. There you go.
There you go, guys.
Thank you so much for your participation today. I hope to see you again in Anna's future online classes. It's been wonderful having you.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm going to end recording now.